How did you go from second to seventh?
We went back quite quickly. Yeah, we just had rear tyre issues. Couldn't keep the grip in them. Yeah, couldn't keep probably the temperature out of them. You know, it felt like they were just getting really hot and wheels spinning in fourth gear. And it's a bit unexpected. You know, we race at some hot circuits across the calendar, and Singapore, for example, is always one of our stronger ones. So we didn't expect to suffer with that today. But yeah, that was our biggest limitation. So we need to understand why. I think then, you know, the two-stop wasn't the plan, but we were forced to do it. So, you know, there was nothing with strategy. We couldn't have done anything better with what we had. That was just the pace today.
When you put those mediums on, I think you're the only team to run the mediums at the end of the race. When you put them on, they did seem to come alive for you a little bit, and you even overtook a Mercedes on straight. That must have felt quite good.
That was the
Mercedes-powered car.
Yeah, that was definitely the highlight of my race, was having a bit of a battle at the end. And you know, I sat, you know, a couple seconds behind Hülkenberg for a long time, and I thought, okay, maybe we won't really get him. And then with a few laps to go, we really got close. So that made me a little bit happier. And yeah, we seemed like we had better pace with the medium. But I mean, the race compounds, the super soft and the soft, we were unfortunately nowhere. So that's what we got to improve on, and just to understand it. You know, I don't think the disappointment is seventh. I think it's more being forced to do two stops today.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, I mean, you obviously weren't expecting that in the race, the team weren't expecting that in the race, so there's quite a bit of work to be done to work out what it is you need to do to keep these tyres in the window. Yeah,
it's interesting, you know, some races work and, you know, you're able to push the tyre all the way, and it seems easy, and everyone says, wow, you're so good at managing tyres, but then days like today, you're helpless. And, you know, I spoke briefly with Max, but I believe, you know, he suffered with the same thing. So I think already lap 3 we were on the radio saying we can't do anything out here. So I think it's just important that we understand why. You know, fortunately we're a big team, we got a lot of people and tools, so I'm sure we'll get on top of it. And I think if we understand it, then yeah, it's obviously a big step in the right direction.
Just finally, we've had a lot of drivers talking about the radio, or trying to talk on the radio today, ask the team for advice in certain situations, obviously which they couldn't be given because of the new rules. Do you agree with the new rules at the moment? Do you think they've gone maybe a tiny bit too far and we could pull it back a little bit for the show?
I don't know. I mean, from my side, I feel like I'm getting all the information I need. You know, I'm just more or less curious with what lap times the guys around me are doing and what tyres they're on, just to know relatively how my pace is. But in terms of, you know, try, you know, braking or try a different brake map for that corner, this and that. No, I'm happy to figure that out for myself.
This is engine settings and things and problems with engines.
Okay, if it's
safety,
more
but...
okay, if it's more than mechanical stuff or yeah, engines doing this, what do I do here? Then I think we should be allowed to get instructions, because I don't even know what the engine looks like, so I need help with that.
Thanks, Daniel.
Cheers.
We'll go back
You think
up.
I'm joking?